My name is Paul. I'm originally from Pennsylvania. When I turned 18, my father thought it was a good idea for me to leave permanently. I hitchhiked to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and joined the Marine Corps. I did my 4 years. Some of it over where the Apostle Paul was in Athens and surrounding neighbors. I get out of the Marine Corps, and a man in my company was from Dillon, Montana, and I was invited to come to Montana with him. I did that. I got into Dillon, Montana, and I found a job on a ranch 110 miles southeast of Dillon in the middle of the backcountry. I spent about 30 years there. About a few years after I was at the ranch, I fell under conviction, and I didn't know what happened because I had never been in a church. My parents were unsaved, and I had no peace for all these years. I'm thinking about suicide. As a matter of fact, my pistol was already out, and something stopped me. And I found a book called Pilgrim's Progress, and I'm reading it. I'm not getting much out of it at the time because my inward state was full of turmoil. And I put Bunyan down for a while, and I picked up a King James. And it opened up to John 4, the woman of Samaria. She's telling the Lord when the Messiah comes, he's going to tell us these things. And the Lord told her, I am he. And at that moment, it just popped out of my mouth, I'm asking you for mercy. And immediately the burden lifted. And for the next 4 or 5 days, I was about 200,000 feet walking on air. And when I got back down to the earth, I found another book in the bunkhouse written by a man named George Mueller. And it was really a testimonial on God's ability to help his orphans. I didn't know God was that interested in our minutiae affairs, but he is. And I read Mueller many times, and I asked the Lord if I could live by faith and to put my life together the way he wants me to live it. Frankly, I shovel manure, I fix fences, I paint houses, mow lawns. He gave me the most humble job, and I love it. And as far as walking by faith, it's been 42 years, and I've stumbled a lot. But I get up, brush myself off, and keep on moving. I'm looking for a well done, thou good and faithful servant. God's been so good to me. Here I am, nobody, an absolute nobody, and he lifts me up. And I just can't fathom it. He's so precious in my sight. And Hebrews tells us, without faith it's impossible to please him. And I've been short on faith many times, but he always comes through. He always encourages me. Maybe through his own presence or other people that I'm talking to, but he's always there. That's my story. Before I was saved, money flowed pretty freely. And as soon as I got saved, the well dried up. But I live better now than I've ever lived in my life.
Wow.